Selina is 90% Celestine. And then the 10% is what I don't like about Selina. Yeah.
What would that be?
I don't like her naivety. I don't like... She's too naive.
Hi everyone, my name is Michelle and I'm seated with Celestine who plays Selina, and welcome to Know Your Stars, where we just tend to know more about her than the normal person we see acting on television. So yeah, welcome. So Celestine, tell us more about yourself.
I was born in Muranga. I'm a second born. We are 3 girls and 1 boy. Schools, I've gone to Kigongo Primary School, and then I went to Itong Primary School. I went to Blessland Academy. Oh yeah, before Itong I went to Kahuya Primary. And then after that I went to Olitipis Girls High School. Yeah, and then what kind of a child I was a cheeky child.
Right,
yeah.
From when you were young?
Yeah, cheeky, fun-loving, not disciplined, but not very serious with life. Just cheeky. I loved playing a lot. I loved playing so much. Playing with my friends, and also I was not a fan of eating. Yeah. What else did I love? I think with childhood you just love playing. You just don't want to do any chores. You just don't want to stay in the house. You play until it's like 7 and you've not showered, you've not done homework, you've not, all that. Yeah, I loved playing a lot.
Okay, taking you back to maybe when you completed your Form 4, and then at what point, how was your life from there?
After I completed my Form 4, I was living in Nairobi. Then I actually, when I went home the following day, we moved from Nairobi to Muranga. And after I got my results, I just came to Nairobi. Like, I had never lived in Nairobi. Like, in my whole life, I was in Muranga, Narok, or Masemara. So I came to Nairobi in 2014 around May. And I didn't go to school then because there was no money for school. So I came to Nairobi because I knew I wanted to do settings before everything got settled. So I came to Nairobi. I went for auditions in KNT, Kenya National Theatre, and then I actually started set books immediately. I traveled for the first time and then came back, traveled for the second time. My 2014 was over. Then 2015, there's nothing I was doing, and also I didn't like the amount I was getting when I was doing set books. It's a journey, but still the cash I was getting was not up to what I wanted. So after that I just stayed home, but I looked for a salon. I was staying with my sister, my elder sister. So we were living in Kayole. So as we were living there, the salon I was going to, so I just talked to the mama. I was like, can I just come? Nifanyange whatever, something so that I can get a little bit of money. So she said, okay. So I worked there as I was doing for auditions and doing some very extra roles. Then I think the more you do them, the more you get to know auditions, the more you get to know so many people, and then you just find that auditions come your way because at least you know people and people have you in mind. So after that I joined a Kikuyu show in 2015, I think November. Yeah, that was the first time I was on TV. A Kikuyu show.
How did you get to it?
Imagine I had a friend walikuwa na shoot Mombasa Road. What's the name of that nini? There's a Vision Plaza. So they were shooting there, and then he just told me, just come and see how we do things. So when I went, the director was like, can you speak Kikuyu? I was like, yeah, I can. Then he was like, okay, come. So I went the same day. He told me we go outside and just have a conversation in Kikuyu. So we just had a conversation. Then he was like, okay, come tomorrow. I have a role for you. And that's how everything started. So I did the Kikuyu show for some, I think 2-3 months, and then I went for another audition for Kikuyu show because nikiwa huko I saw an audition written like on Wednesday come. I went to that and then I got the role for the same production but a different series. So I did the series until that was 2016 April. Yeah, April. I did it for a year. And then 2017 I came for the audition for Selina, and yeah, I left and then I came to Selina.
So I'm trying to look at that point where the call to acting came in. Like, is it something that you intended to do ever since you were in high school or primary or at any point of your life? Where?
Honestly, I knew I was gonna be on TV. I don't know how, but I knew. I knew I was gonna be on TV, but my first love was journalism. I always looked up to Julie Gishuru. I used to imitate her. Like, I wanted to do journalism before I got to acting and loved it. But even in primary school, I remember we used to act in church. I was a very active member of church, singing, acting in church, and also in school, anything to do with art, I was there. I also tried drawing, but that was not my path. But anything to do with art, I really loved it. So me growing up, I knew at one point I was gonna be on TV, but I didn't know how. I didn't know how to go about it. So when I came, first of all, I wanted to do journalism after high school. But you're confused, you're like, journalism, law. But I'm like, no, I need to do something else, but I don't know which thing that I need to do. So I think my talent just, it couldn't just let me do other things. I think my calling, what God planned for me, it just needed to happen. Because for sure I can't tell you there's someone who connected me. Ati aliniambia ukuja hapa kwa Kikuyu or it was just people that I meet and they just trickle down to bring me to where my heart was, which I believe my journey is godly. It just needed to happen. And then I didn't do journalism, so I just peace out. Yeah, so but I'm happy because after all I'm on TV. I'm where I really know that I belonged and I really love doing what I do. So if hosting comes, I'm ready for it, but for now I'm fully acting. I'm a full-time actress. Yeah. About school, so I when I was doing all those things after set books, I did some other it's just a traveling thing, but you travel when you're like 4. You go and do skits and motivational speaking to schools, which I loved that. I loved it, and it's so fulfilling when you talk to girls and you talk to boys, mostly girls. For me, it was very fulfilling. So I saved up money, and then I came back when I was done, because I think I traveled for 2-3 months. So I came back in Nairobi and I looked for the school. First of all, my dad wanted me to do veterinary, and I was like, no, I can't. I wouldn't do anything to do with animals. I love animals, but me treating them, no. So I looked for money, came to Nairobi, looked for a school. I was still, not sure what I wanted to do, but then I didn't want to do journalism because I don't know, I just changed my mind. Yeah, because I was already in acting, so I went to look for a school and I found Kim. I studied project management, and yeah, I'm not yet done, but I'll go back. This is a question I get asked a lot. I studied project management, but I only have one more semester to go, 6 months, yeah, and yeah, I'll go back.
Okay, so could you tell us more about Selina Selina the character now?
Selina, I can't really tell you more about Selina. I can only tell you what Selina is known for. I think Selina is a naive. She is a naive young girl she's naive but very brilliant. She's a strong woman. She's resilient, and also she's very strong. She might look weak, but she's very strong. She can stand even when the storms are just all over her. She still can stand. Yeah, Selina is, and also I think you really need to watch it for you to get. I can't really tell you more about Selina, but what I know is that Selina is strong. She is naive, but the naivety does not define her. And also, yeah, she's been through a lot. Hell.
Can you really say that in some kind of way this character is similar to Celestine, or it's a completely different character?
It's not different at all. I think it's 90% Celestine. Selina is 90% Celestine. And then the 10% is what I don't like about Selina. Yeah.
What would that be?
I don't like her naivety. I don't like. She's too naive. Like and then she really can't fight for herself before she waits for so long until when things are getting to
out of hand.
Yeah, and for me, I'm very proactive. I don't wait for stuff to just stretch and stretch and stretch. So for me, Selina I don't like that about her.
And has that affected like acting that character? Has it affected your life in some type of way?
Not really. Let's say it has not affected me long term, but sometimes you shoot scenes on set, they're very emotional scenes, and then you just have to go with the whole feeling. Because it's like when you have the feeling the whole time. Maybe if you started shooting the scene from 12, you're just angry the whole time. You're just so sad from 12 to the moment you get into the car and go home. So you just have the whole, it's like a sadness just around you because you got into the character, you got inside, and getting out of that place is so hard. So I think you just need to go home, shower and sleep so that you can wake up fresh. So it's not like it has affected me long term personally, but definitely when I'm done, I'll have to de-roll, because yeah, you can be affected. Maybe I'm affected and I don't realize it. The only things I know is that sometimes you're happy and then you carry that happiness home.
Yeah.
But that one I don't mind. But the sadness, oof.
And how other people around you dealing with this, like when you've had a really bad day, maybe shooting a really bad scene at work, then you just have to go home and lash out everything to everyone. How are they coping with it?
First of all, I live alone.
Okay. Your friends.
But when I have maybe to meet up with people, if I really have a bad day and we had planned, I'll be like, yo, people, me. I just need my time. I need sometimes, and such things nobody can help you get back to normal. You just need your time. It just takes time. You just need your time. Come out and ulale, go sleep, and then maybe have them over. Or if not, if I get home and I have someone, I'll try to just accommodate them. And also they understand me. Nikifika tu niseme, my day was crazy, my day was heavy. They'll just understand. Yeah, so I think you also need people to understand. So just keep on. Yeah, me today I've just been talking. Today Selina was just shouting. Today Selina was so angry. Today Selina was alikuwa tu analashiwa out na everyone. So yeah, it's not me, but sometimes you feel sad for your character. You feel, oh my god, Selina is just going through so much.
And what if it's the reverse that's happening? Something maybe, God forbid, bad has happened at home, and you really need to act in a very happy mood. How do you tackle things around that? Because sure, the people at work won't understand your situation back at home.
They have to understand, because for you to act anything, for you to act a sad scene, for you to act a very happy scene, you need to be sober. You need to be very sober. Even if it's a sad scene, I need to be sober. I don't have to have someone that offended me and then now I can be like, yeah, now I'll be able to be sad, because that does not even, let's say your personal life, or Selina doesn't care about your personal life. So it's about you. For me, what I've noticed, I need to be sober. I don't care if it's a sad scene or a very happy scene. But you need to talk. You need to talk and be like, you know what, I'm going through this and this. So it's hard. You're trying to laugh, you can't laugh. You're trying to be happy, you can't be happy, And if they notice that, they'll just take some time. Just take 5 and let her just deal with her stuff and then come back. And then now from there you can have your moment and be happy. But from Celestine being sad to act Selina is so hard. I'd rather Selina being sad, because I'll just be like, you can just take it off. But because you're giving Selina life, that means you're carrying your sadness to Selina, and Selina is happy at that moment. So yeah, but you need to be sober in any situation.
And during this 5 minutes break in between shoots, what's your go-to thing? What do you do?
It depends. If it's a sad scene, I just need to be alone. No distractions, because you need to get to that, let me call it a hole. You need to get to that space, because I don't need anyone talking to me even about sad stuff. I need to be alone. Like most of the people need to be alone, and also people just shut up and give you the space to get into that space. And like, people know if you hear, it's a sad scene, and then the AD just says, yo guys, this scene is just heavy. So everyone just, like, it's automatic. Everyone does their thing when they're very quiet, because the ultimate thing is the actor to hack. If there is any noise, you can't hack it. You are getting to get there, and then something falls, you get back to one. So it needs to be a very quiet and very intimate session with yourself. Yeah, that's what I do. If it's a happy thing, we talk a lot. We laugh. If I'm acting with like 3 people, maybe Jackie and Nelson, we chat and chat and chat, and then it just becomes natural. So sometimes maybe you're supposed to laugh, and actually the scene, you're just like, what am I laughing about? And then you just talk about something funny, and then the AD says action, but we know what we're laughing about, and the audience thinks that we are laughing at the thing on Selina, but we need to have something that made us laugh. Yes, for it to look very natural. But sometimes you fake the laughter and it looks natural. And you're laughing about nothing. You start laughing until you laugh, and now start laughing at yourself. Yeah, that's it.
And how would you say you really connect with your audience?
To be honest, I've never really been moved by negative comments. Because first of all, because let me tell you, there will be always haters, and sometimes they could be hating on Celestine or Selina. Anything negative, I can't take it at heart. No, because the moment I'm heavy, I'm gonna put myself down. I really read them, and I'm just like, okay, actually laugh about
And
them.
what if it's something that maybe it's the script was telling you to act in a certain way, and then people are just complaining, and then maybe you're going through the comments.
They think I did it.
Do you have that urge constantly to like tell them, guys, this is what...
You can't start
just
that
let
fight.
them go with
You can never start that fight, because the moment, and then I'm not here to defend the script writers. I'm not here to defend the script. I'm not here to defend my acting, because I do what I do, and as long as my director is happy with me, and there are also people who are happy with me, and I think whatever matters right now is my acting, is what I'm giving, is my service, you know. And when people talk about, you know, hapo hungefanya hivi, hapo hungefanya hivi, and I know it's the script, like I can do nothing. I just need to do my job, which my job is to just act and give it justice. I need to give Selina justice. So I don't reply. I don't reply. Even most of my like photos you hear, oh, Jana sijui mlitubo, Jana, you know, such comments. Actually don't, like, I just read them, and I actually like all of them. I like all of them because every feedback is, you know, is valid, because that's what you felt. So siwezi anza kukuambia no, you should have loved it because I'm on Selina. So because even me sometimes I'm like no hapo hapana. So I don't take them at heart, but every feedback is valid because that's what you felt. And again, people don't understand that Mikile napewa, as long as it's not affecting my dignity, as long as it's not affecting me personally in the fact that maybe I'll feel a type of way because of maybe my body, or maybe because I'm not comfortable, you know, such things. Maybe I'm not comfortable with wearing stuff like, you know, huku, and then I'm told you have to. As long as it's nothing to do with dignity, and me as Celestine and me as a woman, it doesn't really affect me, because if you felt like that, it's fine, but I'm doing my job. Vile script ilikuja, that's how I did it, and the director was like, okay, sawa, you should move hapa, you should shout, you should be easy. And I think most of the time people are like, Selina, you never talk, nini. You guys, you think I don't feel it? I feel it. I actually feel it. I'm like, why? Why can't I just shout? Why can't I just beat this girl? You know, why can't I? But Selina is just so easy. So, yeah, watch abweka, but nisho, it's a story. And actually, I keep on asking the director, yani, you mean there's a chick that is like Selina? There's a chick anakalia, or, you know, all those stuff. And then you mean there's a chick like Jackie, because, you know, we depict what is in the society.
Yeah.
So there are people like that. Your opinion is very welcome, but I don't really take negative meanings at heart. Even me personally, I don't really take it. Yeah.
Okay.